If I told you there was a single product that could give your skin and your complexion radiance, vibrancy, a youthful glow, and overall dimension, would you be interested? Of course you would. We all would be. And I have some tips that are really great for mature skin to prevent makeup from looking cakey or heavy and just looking really natural and radiant. So let's go ahead and dive in. Stay tuned if you want to see what it is. As you can see, I've got makeup on, so my skin tone is evened out. I've got some eyeshadow and mascara on, but there's really no pop or vibrancy to my complexion, so that's what we're going to add. Before we start though, I have to say skin prep and skincare is key. We want to use a good skincare regimen prior to applying any makeup because our makeup will just look better if our skin is healthy and nourished. So I always suggest, a good cleanser, a serum if you have the time to do it, and of course a moisturizer. If you have mature skin, this is also going to help your makeup sit really nicely and be that first step in preventing it from settling into lines or pores, anything like that. It's just going to help anything you put over top look really, really good. Let's get to the good stuff. What is this magic elixir or product or products that are going to give us this youthful vibrancy and make our complexion look bright and radiant? Okay, it's actually, you may have already figured this out just by looking at my complexion, what I'm not wearing. It's blush, and I think we're going to add bronzer into that as well. But blush trends change periodically, and the past little while we've been wearing our blush up. So we apply it kind of to the apples of our cheeks and then we pull it up to give us a radiant or to give us a lifted look. This is especially important for those of us with mature skin or when we're not wanting to contribute to what gravity is already doing. But fall 2024 has this new blush trend coming on scene where there's a sheer wash of color over your entire cheek. Now, I will say there are even some extreme measures where they're pulling it down. And if you are over the age of, let's say 40, don't do that. It will pull your face down. So I'm going to show you how those of us with more mature skin can wear this look of a washed color, but without it pulling our features down. Let's get started. Before I start applying it, I want to say too, you can use any products that you like. I am going to stick with cream products. I feel like these are the best for mature skin. They have a bit of a dewy finish. They blend really nicely. And their dewy finish just looks really nice on mature skin. Of course, youthful skin can wear them too, but for mature skin, I lean towards cream products. I'm going to go ahead and start with my blush. Now, color is important. What color you choose for your blush matters. You want to get one that works well with your skin tone, your undertones. But I will say, placement is probably more important than the color that you choose. So just keep that in mind. I'm going to use this one here. I also love the Bare You color sticks. If you want a recommendation, just drop a comment below and I will connect with you and we'll get a product or a color figured out. Okay, what I like to do with this one is just put a little bit on the back of my hand. And then I'm going to take a tiny bit on my brush, just off of my hand. You can see how little that is. And I'm going to start dotting it on my cheek. The reason I only take a little bit is because I want to blend this. Now, in the past, we've been blending it up. So now we're just going to go out. Being sure not to go too far down. If you are more youthful, you can do the trend that we're seeing all over the runway where it is pulled way down. They're actually doing a triangle. But like I said, if you're over 40, I would not suggest doing that. Blending here is key though. So we want to make sure that everything is softened out. Now you can also see I'm just using a tapping motion. And I am bringing it back out to here, but I'm not bringing it up like we have been. Okay, you can see the difference. So it is a subtle wash of color, but I haven't taken it down too low. If you find that you did get too low, what you can do is just take your foundation brush or whatever you use to apply your foundation, or if not, if you haven't worn foundation, which I know a lot of you, like me in the summer, tend not to do that, you can actually just tap your skin with your fingers to try and eliminate some of that and blend that out if you've gone too low. Okay, so that's the blush part. Now, let's say you want to add a little bit of bronzer, because if you're like me and you're quite fair and you really just want to add a bit of dimension everywhere, bronzer is a nice way to do that. What I do with my bronzer, I'm using the Bare You Color Stick. I think it's called Barely Bronze. I know you guys are going to ask me that. I take this kind of angly brush. I think it's called a sculpting brush. I'm not exactly sure. I can check that out. And I actually put a little bit of product directly onto the brush. And then I will add it just underneath this on the edge of my cheekbone. And then also up around my hairline on my forehead and a little bit under here, just to kind of shade that area and alleviate any of the droopiness that gravity is working its wonders with. And again, just a patting motion will blend that in. I want to make sure that it blends nicely into the blush I've already got on there. A lot of people ask me which should come first, bronzer or blush. And to be honest, it really doesn't matter. Whatever you're comfortable with, the primary thing to keep in mind is that you want them blended. You don't want harsh lines between them. You want them where they meet to become one. Okay, you guys, that's it. It's that simple. The difference between the two, I really like. It's a natural wash of color. It's not put down too low, so we still have a lifted look. We just haven't taken it all the way up onto the temple. So that's kind of the trend for this fall. I really like it. It's easy to do, works great with certain products for mature skin, so it's fair game, ladies. Fly at it. And as always, if you have questions, shoot me a message. Thank you guys so much for checking this out. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. And then, of course, the notification bell, ring the bell, so that you can be notified anytime I post a new video. Thanks, everyone. I will put links below. And as always, questions, just drop them below and I'll connect. Thanks, guys. Have a great day. Bye for now.